Hey everyone, it is day 5 of the Backlist Readathon. Yesterday I had vlogged most of everything that we did for my dad's birthday, but I lost all of the footage, so my plans for that part of the vlog went down the toilet. So you don't get anything for Thursday, day 4 of the Backlist Readathon, but that's okay because I'm going for a walk today at some point before I have to go to work. The weather is so nice. It's a little bit chilly, but the sun is out and it's not like nasty outside. So I'm gonna get out there and I'm gonna listen to The Nightingale on audiobook. There is no way I'm going to be able to finish The Silence Between Us and The Nightingale because I've only read a few chapters of The Nightingale and there's a lot of the book still. I probably have like this much of the book to read still, but I am halfway done with The Silence Between Us. So yesterday I had filmed like my feelings towards The Silence Between Us, but as I said, I lost all the footage, so I'll just go over it again. I said that I hadn't really been letting you guys know how I'm feeling about the book or anything like that. I've just been telling you like how far into it I am. And so I wanted to talk about a couple things really quick, but I didn't want to say too much because I don't want to spoil the book for you. So I really feel like this book is going to be a 3 out of 5 stars just because I'm not really feeling the romance and the chemistry between the two characters it's not really believable to me, and I don't feel like they have much chemistry to begin with. Perhaps my feelings may change as I get closer to the end of the book, but as of right now it's looking like it's going to be a 3 out of 5 stars. So this book is set in like a high school setting. It's her senior year of high school and she just started her senior year. So of course homecoming is going to be a topic that is talked about quite often towards the beginning of the school year. She was talking to one of her friends that she made about how she doesn't really want to go, and she didn't tell her why, but she had this flashback to her sophomore year in high school when she was crushing so hard on this guy and he asked her to go to homecoming with him and she went, but he ditched her in the middle of the dance to go and be with some other people, and so she kind of just became like a wallflower almost for the rest of the evening and she hated it. And I relate to that so hard, and that is because I was ditched the one time that I went, but it wasn't by a guy. It was my best friend. So I didn't really want to go because I was nervous. I was like, first of all, I don't dance in front of people. Like, that's weird for me. And so I didn't want to go, but she convinced me to go, and I went, and I told her that she couldn't leave me because, like, why would you do that to an introvert, leaving me in socially awkward situations? Like, why would you do that? And then our big group of friends that we had at the time, well, I wasn't really friends with them. She was, so I was, like, hanging around with them a lot because she was. But our big group of friends at the time were all there, too. And, like I said, I didn't hang out with them, like, because I didn't really like them. But she left me for them. Like, they went off to go do something and she went with them. And I was like, oh, okay. And I don't, like, want to follow them around because, and so I just, like, sat on the bleachers in the gym watching everybody else have a good time and I was alone. And so after that, I kind of just vowed that I would never go to, like, a school dance or any school event ever again, and I haven't, and I didn't. And to this day, I still have no regrets. Like, I do not regret not going to prom. And everybody's like, what? What's wrong with you? You didn't go to prom? No. What? So, yeah. Yeah. So, enough story time. That's kind of how I'm feeling about the book. I can't really say much about the Nightingale right now because, again, I'm not very far into it. But I'm going to go on my walk soon. And I'm going to listen to the Nightingale. So I will see you guys later. It's kind of windy. Like, it was nice when I came out here, and then all of a sudden it got really windy. So now my cheeks are red, but that's okay. A little cold never hurt anybody. So I'm gonna continue my walk. Hey y'all, it is Saturday, day 6 of the Backlist Readathon. I've been off of work for about 2 hours. It is 10:30 and I've just showered, as you can tell. I actually don't have very much energy to read tonight, so I'm going to go to sleep and I'm going to read tomorrow and finish The Silence Between Us. I have about 80 pages or so left, and I've got mixed feelings about this. This definitely won't make the favorites list, but it'll make the list of things that I've enjoyed reading. So I don't not like it, but I don't love it to that level. Know what I'm saying? I will not be finishing The Nightingale for this readathon. It is impossible because the audiobook is 17 hours long and I've only listened to 2 of them. And yeah. So I'm gonna continue listening to that on audiobook, but I definitely will not be finished during this readathon. So looks like only 2 books are being finished for this readathon, which is good because the past few readathons that I've participated in, I've only been able to read 1. I did kind of cheat though, reading a short book for this readathon, but it's fine because one of the prompts told me that I could. So yeah, I will see y'all in the morning on the last day of the Backlist Readathon. Oh my goodness, this week has been so long. Usually readathons go by super quickly, but since I've been working a lot and I haven't really had a break, I just feel like this week has taken forever. Not that I want my days to go by super fast, but they usually do, so I'm just kind of in shock at how long it's taken for this week to go by. So yeah, anyways, I will see you guys in the morning. And I'm assuming that tomorrow is going to take up a majority of part 2 of this vlog because I actually have a day off tomorrow. So yeah. Also, I hope you guys like the way that I do my vlogs because I have another vlog planned. It's not for a readathon, it's just a reading vlog for 1 book that I read, am going to read, hello. I am planning to upload it soon, within the next few weeks. I did not want to upload it the week after I'm uploading these 2 vlogs because 3 vlogs in a row, I don't know if anybody would even want that. What? So I'm gonna put a few, a couple other videos in between my vlogs, just so you don't have to watch 3 vlogs in a row. Who wants that? So, but plan on it being in April if you're interested. I am very excited for how it's gonna turn out, and yeah. Again, for the 3rd time, I will see you in the morning. What is up, everyone? It is the final day of the Backlist Readathon, and I finally have a day off of work today. And so, of course, I have one thing and one thing only planned for today, and that is to read today, because I have barely been able to sit down for hours to read, and so I'm lacking in that department of my life. So we are going to read today, except I have one other thing that I need to do today, and that is clean my fish tank, which is right there. It's been over a week and a half since I've cleaned it, and I need to clean it, but life got in the way, and so I wasn't able to clean it. But yeah, I'm gonna clean it today. I probably won't vlog that part of my day just because, why would you do that? Vlogging cleaning your fish tank? What? Where is he? Oh, he's hiding. So yeah, I'm gonna clean my fish tank really fast. It's gonna take me like 30 minutes, and I'll introduce you to my fish. So I've just finished cleaning the fish tank, and it's been a while, like a while since I cleaned the fish tank, and so we had some algae up in there this time, which was really interesting. But it's all clean now. We're just waiting for the water to sit, because I let the water sit for like 15 minutes before I put them in the new water. And so we have like 5 more minutes to wait, but I figured while we're waiting we could introduce you to my fish. Where is he? He's right there. It's kind of hard to see him because the cup, and he's just chilling. His name's Eugene. He's got like a multicolored body. His tail fin is black with like orange on it on the ends, and it looks really cool. I wish you could see it better. Where's he at? Oh, hey. He's in here. There he is. I'll show you him again when we get him in the tank. You can see his colors a little bit better because there's a light in the tank. But yeah, we've just finished cleaning the tank, and now it's all clean, and he should be really happy now. Here's the tank. I have a little treasure chest and 2 plants and some moss balls. That's what these are. They kind of just sit there and collect like poop and food that he doesn't eat and all of that stuff. So it kind of helps to maintain the cleanliness of the tank. And there he is. And there's a glare, but there he went. Now he's hiding. He doesn't like me. He runs to the back. Oh, there he is. He runs to the back of the tank when he sees me come up because he doesn't like me, I don't think. But there's the tank. He had 2... Where'd he go? He had 2 friends when I got him. This boy. Oh. There he is. He had 2 friends when I got him, but they've passed away since I've had him, and it was really rough. It was really bad. I get like super attached to fish. I don't know why, but I get really attached to fish, and my life was really hard when the other 2 fish passed away, but so yeah. I'm planning on getting another fish, maybe like 1 or 2, in like a month or 2 maybe. They passed away like a month ago, and I wanted to wait a little bit before I get a new fish. So technically I could get one right now, but I'm just gonna wait a little bit longer. So yeah, that's what's up. It's cold. Oh, hey. Rude. So I've just finished The Silence Between Us, and I have some thoughts, but before I get into those thoughts, I kind of wanted to do a quick wrap-up of my reading week this week. For the Backlist Readathon, I planned on reading 4 books. I read 2. I read The Miraculous Journey of Edward Tulane. This one completes the prompt to read the shortest book on your TBR and the one that you are most excited for. And I also read The Silence Between Us, which completed the prompt to read a book with blue on the cover, and one that is diverse because one of the characters is deaf. Two female authors, and about like 500 pages. I didn't calculate it exactly, but it's about 500 pages. One's a children's book, and I think it's contemporary, or it's just literary fiction. And this one is a romance. This one I gave 5 out of 5 stars. Frickin' loved it. You don't need much more of an explanation other than it was really frickin' awesome. And then there's this one. This one, I don't hate it, and I don't not like it. Like, it was okay, but it wasn't like my fave thing in the world. I gave it 3 stars like I was assuming I would. You know, when you read a book and you're expecting something like super heavy and hard-hitting to go down, and it just doesn't go down, and it's just like the most disappointing thing ever? That's what this is. So this book is marketed as a romance, and it looks like it's a romance, and the description basically tells you that it's a romance, but this one didn't really feel like a romance to me. It felt more like a contemporary novel to me. The romance just wasn't very believable to me, and I don't feel like the 2 characters had much of chemistry, and it was just not my fave, you know? So in romance, there's usually some kind of like conflict almost, or just something that happens that causes the couple to question their relationship and to have to make hard decisions about their relationship and their life together and things like that. And this book made it seem like, and I was expecting that to be way bigger than it actually was. I thought that it was going like a bigger deal than it actually was. Mostly it was just the main character overreacting about literally everything, which was very annoying, first of all. And the ending was also very unsatisfying. So like there was the last chapter and the epilogue. I guess the epilogue kind of helped, but not really. And this book is just very frustrating. But I still enjoyed reading it while I was reading it. Usually when I'm reading a romance that I'm like super in love with, I'm like so invested, and it takes me like a day and a half to read, and I just love it and obsess over it for like weeks on end, and that is just not the case with this book, but it is not the end of the world. But yeah, this book was basically about this girl named Maya who is deaf, and she is attending a hearing school for her senior year of high school, and she has to deal with all the ups and downs of being a deaf girl in a hearing community. And when she gets involved with this hearing boy named Bo, conflict and things like that just kind of like interfere with their relationship because she's deaf and he's not deaf, and that makes it really hard. I wanted to point out a couple spoiler things. So I'm going to flash the word spoiler here, and when it's not there anymore, that means I'm done talking about it. So, one thing in this book that this is not like anything revealing of. Okay, so I'm not really, with this thing that I'm going to talk about right now, it's not really like revealing anything about the plot or the story, but kind of, but not really. So basically she meets this guy, Bo, right? And he doesn't know sign language, and literally like 3 days after he meets her, he starts learning sign language. And it's like 2 months into their friendship and he's already like fluent. Like he knows sign language and he knows how to do it already, which is so unrealistic because it takes longer than 2 months to become fluent in a language. And that just really irritated the crap out of me. Like, that's not, like, that's so nitpicky of me to be like irritated about that, but I'm just like so irritated about it and I can't help it. Like, there is no way that he would be able to pick up a language in 2 months. I don't know. I'm just really irritated about that. And then the other thing that I wanted to talk about really fast is that the problem that we get in this book is that she does not want to have a cochlear implant. And a cochlear implant helps deaf people to hear again, and it's an irreversible surgery. You get a cochlear implant and you're able to hear, but you have to follow up with a bunch of therapies, and it's a very expensive surgery and you can't undo it. So a lot of deaf people are kind of like mixed feelings about cochlear implants, but most deaf people do get cochlear implants. But in this case, the main character, Maya, doesn't want a cochlear implant because she enjoys being deaf and now it's a part of who she is and she likes being deaf. And she's told this to Bo and he just didn't understand it the first time, and he kind of like brought it up again and she got super offended, which was really annoying to me. And I feel like she just jumped to a conclusion and assumed that he wanted her to change when really he was just giving a suggestion, trying to help her out because she was like in a tough situation right now, that like trying to get a job that deaf people wouldn't normally get because they're deaf. But yeah, she just jumped to a conclusion like so fast, like, oh, you want me to change? Like, why would you even say that? Like, that is so rude, that's so offensive, like, I'm so mad at you. Like, you know I don't want this, and that just really offends me that you would even say that. Like, that was so annoying to me that she got upset about that. But yeah, okay, done with the spoilers, I'm done. But yeah, this book, I enjoyed it for the most part, just like a few things I was not really happy with, and the ending, like I said, was very unsatisfying, and the climax was very anticlimactic, so that's how I feel about that. Overall, I enjoyed this readathon, and I look forward to its next time it's gonna happen. I don't know if it's like a twice a year type thing like Contemporary-thon is, or if it's just like a once a year thing, but either way, I'm very excited for the next run. Maybe next time I'll actually pick books that were not published last year, like The Silence Between Us was. Maybe I'll actually pick something that has been on my shelf longer than 6 months. Okay, guys, I don't know how to wear one of these things without looking like an idiot, so let me know what you think in the comments. Is this a look? Is it, That is all that I have for you this week. I hope you guys enjoyed your backlist readathon, and I hope that you read books that made it onto your favorites list, and I hope that you achieved all the goals that you set for yourself, and if you didn't, I hope that you are happy with the progress that you did make. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and like this video. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye!